Hello. I have a problem. I have a really bad problem. I'm currently in a lot of pain. Even as I'm speaking right now, it hurts just to speak. There's something in my throat, and I don't know what it is, but I don't care. It's not important. What is important is when I'm in pain, I get angry. Angry at myself, at my friends, at my family. I wish I could stop myself from taking my anger out on everyone else. And honestly, I wish I could stop myself in the only way that I know how. This is a trigger warning. This video might contain very suicidal and self-harm related subjects. Okay. I got angry today. I was arguing with my family and I snapped. I almost I almost said something that I would regret. But luckily for me, I didn't. But the worst part of it is I felt like I meant what I was about to say. The people who raised me, who I know genuinely care about me, who are trying their best, at that time, while I was feeling that pain, all I could feel was hatred towards them. I wasn't exactly going to tell them something to intentionally try to harm their feelings, but rather to try to scare them into getting away from me, if that makes sense. But my friends, a lot of my friends, look to me for answers. They look to me for help. And usually my advice works. Usually I can help, but right now, it's like I'm not able to. I think that scares me more than anything. The feeling of being absolutely useless. Because sometimes that's what I feel like. Like I'm absolutely useless. I know that I'm not. I intelligently, I help people all the time. I create so much art and so many characters, and I mean eventually one's gonna hit the decks, right? And everything's gonna be everywhere. But I mean even when I'm working on the things that I'm currently working on, and I'm about to go to college to become a veterinarian, and I'm still scared that I'm gonna just be useless. In our modern society, it's like it wants to discourage that we are emotional, social beings. Like it wants us to be hurt. Like it wants to kill us. Or rather, it wants us to kill ourselves. Isn't that just what it feels like? Every single day? The world around you just wants you to die by your own hand so it doesn't have to deal with it itself? Like you're not worth its time? I don't know if it's just me who feels this way. Hell, I don't even know if this video is gonna get viral or I don't care. I don't even know why I'm uploading this. Maybe to comfort myself. Maybe to make myself feel not so alone in this. Because, I mean, yeah, I make a lot of characters, but I'm not any single one of them. I love I love doing that. I love making them. I'm sure if they ever met me, they would love me, but it's not worth it. And I know that. Making them, I mean. It's something that I love passionately, that I do, that I've done for so long. But I'm sorry. And again, I don't know why I'm uploading this video. It's not like the world wants to be bothered with my meaningless social and mental issues. I mean, my friends will probably see this and try to talk to me, but what am I supposed to tell you guys? That I've been holding this back for so long? Of course I have. I just want to help you guys. I don't expect you guys to help me. Because it hurts me. It hurts my pride, and you know I have a lot of it. I've gone to therapists. And every single one of them in my state just wants me to pray about it. If prayer was ever going to work, it would have by now. That's why I needed a freaking therapist. And here I am getting angry again. Again, proving that maybe I'm just toxic. As helpful as I try to be, am I just harmful? Am I worth living? 'cause sometimes it doesn't feel that way. A really, really intelligent person once told me that simple men fear death, living men fear intelligence, and intelligent men fear living. I don't fear death. I embrace my intelligence. But I understand being afraid of life. Because nothing I'll ever do will ever matter. One day, humanity will all die out and it'll be for nothing, right? Immortality is a lie. And I refuse to embrace my mortality. It's not that I don't want to die. I couldn't care less if I did. It's that if I die, who will be there to protect everyone that I love? But then, if I'm immortal, if I try to live, then I have to watch all those people die out one by one in front of me. That's what scares me, is living longer than everyone else. And knowing that I'm so worthless that there's nothing I can do to protect any of them, to stop it from happening. And you know what? It's true. There really isn't anything I can do. I know no one's gonna watch this shitty video. Who cares? I know nothing I say is gonna end up in anyone's head. And if it does, it'll disappear after a few days. But sometimes I just wish that I could make a difference. But then that hammer in the back of my head hits me. And it just reminds me that what difference is there to make? What difference am I going to make? Someone as infinitely useless as I am. As disgustingly worthless. I'm a peasant surrounded by gods. And now I just, every single day, I've felt pain for the past week. Just unbearable pain. And it makes me want to destroy something. Or someone. Or myself. It'll go away eventually. But that feeling won't. Because it happens every time I feel pain. I don't know if it's some sort of adrenaline surge or fight back reaction that's engraved into my coding. But it's there. And it makes me want to take out my anger on people who don't deserve it. Like my closest friends. Or my family. And it's only them because I know they're the people I can trust. And I don't, I guess subconsciously I don't like that I can trust them. Because I guess deep down, I might want to be useless. And I know that sounds stupid. But, but I guess I have this thought that maybe if I embrace how worthless I am, then it's like it opposes a prophecy. If that makes any sense. Like it's going against the grain. Like maybe I'll piss off the universe and it'll have to notice me. But again, I'm intelligent. And that's not me bragging. That's just a sad, unfortunate truth. I am intelligent. The worst part is, I'm intelligent enough to know that nothing I do matters. And that everything I do is just going to be looked down upon. Maybe not by my family, maybe not by my friends, but everyone else in the world. Because they don't even know who I am. Why should they care? Who cares about some dumbass furry who just likes making stupid, silly characters and whatnot? Every single time I try to embrace who I am, I meet someone, just some asshole who wants to hurt me for who I am. I wish they would disappear off the face of the earth. I think anyone who has a single mind would want that. Aren't they just what's wrong with our society? It's people who want to hurt other people. But then I have to ask myself if I'm one of those people when I get angry, when I get instinctively angry, against my own will, just out of pure instinct, and it only happens when I feel a lot of pain, but it still happens. That's the worst part. Because what if it happens and the pain is so bad that I lose control? That I do hurt one of my friends? What happens then? Obviously, there will be a punishment for it. I mean, there ought to be. Even though it was just instinct and it wasn't exactly my fault. And then I have this other voice hammering in the back of my head. Why do you cry about it? It's not like your tears are gonna mean anything. And it's not like I even have any tears left. When I cry, I don't... It's like I don't even shed them. Like I lost them all when I was a kid, crying for being bullied at school. And now that I'm strong, now that I've worked out, now that I can hit, it's like all the rage that I had as a kid came back. It only comes back when I have that pain rushing through my body. I feel like a villain like a horror movie villain. Not one who kills, but one who maims, and then just leaves behind that person he maimed to rot. I feel like the bad guy. So does that mean I am? I get tired of trying to hide my feelings. I get tired of trying to suppress my anger. My negative emotions feel in charge. Like I don't deserve to be in charge. That's what it feels like. And maybe I don't. I have lost my mind. I think everyone on the planet has. At this point. You, whoever you are watching, everyone, including you. I think everyone's lost their mind at this point. Because either we hate each other, or we try to separate ourselves from each other and then become broken because of that. I have one fear. I've gotten over every single other fear that I've ever had. But this one, I can't. I have a fear of heights. But it's not the heights themselves. It's not the fear of falling. It's not even the fear of hitting the ground. It's the fear of caring too much, I guess. That the fact that I know as I'm falling, can I pull my phone out? Can I tell every single one of my friends that I love them before I hit the ground? Will I just leave them in this horrible fucking world alone without even telling them what happened to me? I mean, I guess they'd eventually find out, right? Or maybe what's worse, would they care? Would they just pay it no thought? I tell them I love them all the time. I tell all of my friends that. So is my repetitiveness and my predictableness just... Is it just gonna make them not care? I hope not. I've worked really hard on getting where I am now. My parents have worked hard on helping me get into college. And if it weren't for most of my friends, I would probably be dead. But what am I supposed to do? How do I get this rage out of my system? Peacefully. I'm not a fan of violence. I think that criminals need to be punished in the ways they deserve. Specifically through they get what they give. If you killed someone, you die. That kind of thing. Normally, I believe in that unless it's justified through self-defense or protecting your loved ones. Or even revenge. Which is blatant John Wick revenge. But the rage I have is so intense. It just makes me want to be violent. And I don't need to go to a psychiatric ward or sit in a jail cell. Because I'm going to do everything in my power to not be violent. Especially towards other people. And that's where the real hurtfulness comes in. The self-hate. I won't be violent to other people. Probably not ever. But the violence that I have towards those people, I'll take out on myself so they don't have to feel it. I say a lot that I would give my happiness for everyone on the planet so that everyone else could be happy. But then what am I? What will I be? Will I be just one of the villains in my stories? Will I be like Monster after he loses Rima? Will I just kill everything? Will I be myself? What if I do get rid of the single slip of happiness that I have? Does the rage take over? Is that who I become? I guess so. I'm sorry if I made someone depressed who was watching this. I guess what I want out of this video is for someone who's having the same problems to see it. If there is anyone who's having the same problems. I love the world. And I love all the people in it, no matter who they are. Even the overgrown Oompa Loompa who sits in an oval-shaped office. I don't like him. In fact, I would say I heavily dislike him. But if I were still a Christian, I would pray for him. You know? Like, I try not to get involved in political stuff on this channel or religious stuff on the channel, but yeah, I guess I just want everyone to be happy. Even the people who don't deserve it. I guess that's all I have, really, for now. I hope this does reach the world. Don't take this video, if you're new to the channel, don't take this video as me. This is the first and probably last venting I'll ever do. At least on the channel. But if you are having those problems, stay healthy. At least now you know that you're not alone. Try to be social. I know that can be hard. Most importantly, forgive yourself. You're probably a good person. So, even if someone tells you that you're not worth it, you are. Good luck out there. Signing off for now, Monster the Circle.